What is going on, everybody? He is I am him, it's your main man, Chi. Back at it again. As promised, I told y'all I was going to be dropping some more reviews, more reaction videos, and I'm starting off with Black Adam. I went to go see the movie last night. One of the movies that I was highly anticipating. The trailers didn't really do this movie any justice. As I told y'all in the second trailer reaction, I have to see more. You know, like the trailer didn't win me over. Okay, it was just something about that movie. As I was watching the trailer, I was just like, like, how is this going to favor? How is The Rock going to do this? And one thing that I said in an old episode of So in the Meantime with my brother, we talked about this and I said, and me and him was talking about it because he went to see it opening day and he called me the next day and he told me about it. And I told him, I told everybody, like, I remember me saying this, you know, and it's not like me tooting my own horn, but I said, this movie is going to determine the future for DC. It is. This movie right here would be the determining factor if DC is going to sink or if it's going to swim. And they are swimming. You know, they're in a good position with this. I know apparently they're saying that The Rock is now going to be like in charge or kind of leading the direction for DC for the foreseeable future. I know they just announced that the Suicide Squad director and previous Guardians of the Galaxy director, James Gunn, is now running DC as well. So we're starting to see that it feels though as if DC is in a good place right now with The Rock kind of leading this charge with James Gunn. It's kind of interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see the direction because we knew Suicide Squad was very much like Guardians of the Galaxy, chest turned up 10 times, you know. But this is not what we're here for. We're here for Black Adam. And you're not going to be bored. I wasn't bored when I watched this movie. I wasn't. It was nonstop from opening to end, nothing but action. The Rock, I know this is something that he's been fantasizing and dreaming of. He's always said that this movie right here is his dream movie. It's his dream movie role. He said this years ago when he first got on Twitter that, you know, his dream role was to be Black Adam. And here we are. He did a phenomenal job as Black Adam. I can understand why some people said the dialogue, like when there wasn't action, it was kind of bland. But I was okay with that because I looked at this as this is the origin story. The first movies for superhero films, it's kind of like that origin story. You know, you kind of get the gist of who this person is, what they like, why they are doing what they're doing, and all types of stuff. So, very, like I said, action-packed from top to bottom. My favorite character, other than The Rock, obviously, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. I mean, I really liked his character. I like he kind of, if we're doing the Marvel comparisons, this is like the Doctor Strange of DC. just because like he was doing a lot of things that Doctor Strange did and does. He'll sit there and he can see the future and was doing all his manipulation and sorcery and wizardry and all this stuff. So he was my favorite one though, because he was just so he was just so chill. Like he was the chill one. Hawkman, I liked Hawkman. I seen Tyrone Magnus say like he can tell that as he was watching this, that Hawkman gave a lot of T'Challa, Black Panther vibes, and the sense of like how his character was, the way his character looked when he didn't have the suit on, but just how he looked and how he presented himself. And I kind of, after I heard him say that, I was like, I slightly agree with that. Smasher was funny. He was kind of the comic relief of the situation, but it makes sense because he's the big, I refer to it, Kevin Hart had a skit on an old comedy special that he did when he was referring to the big guy at T-Mobile that always breaks shit. That's what Smasher was. Smasher was the big clumsy guy, and him and Hawkeye had their few little moments and their few encounters where Hawkman, not Hawkeye. Hawkman was like, me and you, like we're going to. I'm sick of this. Me and you, But that was that humor right there. Cyclone, I did like Cyclone. She did her thing. A little different though. I mean, I wish I would have seen a little more from her. But I felt though as if they do decide to do a sequel to Black Adam, and they have them in there, or if they ever do something with these two with Cyclone and Smasher, I feel like them two might end up being like a couple. Like I can see them having some type, because you started to see it a little bit in the movie. You started to catch a little bit of wind of it, but overall, I enjoyed this movie. But the moment that every DC fan wanted to see, that post-credit scene, I'm not even going to say spoiler alert, because this scene was out before the movie came out. They leaked it out. We all know it was the most, and this is something that I said this, and a lot of people, I'm not saying a lot of people didn't listen to me, I'm not saying any of this, but I'm just saying that it made logical sense that when The Rock said, I'm doing Black Adam, there was no other person he wanted to be Superman other than Henry Cavill. And what do we find out at this post-credit scene? Henry Cavill shows up, donning his Superman suit. And then to top it off, he had the curl. My brother, huge Superman fan. Y'all know. I've talked about this 1,000 times. My brother is probably one of the biggest Superman fans, if not the biggest Superman fan that you'll ever meet. When I tell you, when I seen the curl, I got chills. Because as I said in the past, Henry Cavill is our Superman. He is my Superman, okay? I grew up watching Christopher Reeves as Superman, and then Dean Cain and all the others after the death of Christopher Reeves. But when I see Henry Cavill, I just see Superman. Like that's what I see. This man has played he did the incredible role in Man of Steel. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, the Snyder Cut. I'm not acknowledging the other cut, but just to see the presence of this man, and to know that like we're going to see Superman probably in Shazam in a post-cut scene there, and we're going to get what we've been wanting to see: Black Adam, Shazam, Superman in a movie together. And to see that The Rock is the one that is leading this. Just goes to show you the greatness that he has, not just because he's the great one, but because his stamp of approval. You know, if I had to rate this, y'all know I always give my ratings. Out of a 5-star, I give it a 4. Give it a 4. Not going to give it a 5 because it's not, 3.5. I give it a 3.5, not a 4. Not a 4 because I had to just remember all the other movies that I've given 4s in the past. And nah, we're going to stick with a 3.5. Okay, 3.5. Love the special effects. Love the action. The dialogue in between the action, could have been a little bit better, but you know, I get it. Did they have to have the king? I get why they, decided to do this because it's his origin story, so I get it. But 3.5 out of 5. I give this movie. Solid movie. Happy for The Rock. Happy for this, for these people. Okay, I am extremely happy for DC now. DC, you have won me over. You are y'all not up there with Marvel yet. Y'all are slowly getting up there. Slowly. Because we got to see what else is going to happen. I know they was reshooting stuff for Aquaman. Ben Affleck apparently is in there as Batman. Don't really know what's going on with Wonder Woman. We have to wait and see. Shazam's the next big thing from DC. So we're gonna see what's about to happen. You know, especially with Marvel kind of the fans are seeming to kind of be a little upset with Marvel. This will be an opportune time for DC to come in and be like, we're here. I'm back. Come over here. But we'll have to wait and see. The next big comic book movie that's coming out, we already know, November 11th, Black Panther. I will probably not be seeing it the day of the November 11th. I'll probably be seeing it that weekend. I'm not going to do it like Black Adam, where Black Adam came out and then I was not able to see it within those first 3 days. I'm going to see Black Panther within those first 3 days, maybe more than once. Okay, just because I want to see it. I've started seeing that they started having. I've seen a couple people because they had the screening for it, and I seen like the New Day and Naomi and the Usos and Cleo and Sasha Banks. They was all there for this event. I read Cleo's post about it, and Cleo was saying how he's been waiting to see how they were going to tell the story after the tragic passing of Chadwick. So I'm looking forward to see it too. I want to see what they do, how they do this. So I'll be looking forward to this. If you happen to like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you subscribe. And if you have subscribed and you haven't been getting those notifications, make sure you hit that notification bell to be updated on when more content is dropping. He is I am him, Shemaine Manchi. I have more coming. Because let's see, we have to discuss Blonde. We have to discuss Michael Halloween Ends. We have to discuss the Creed 3 trailer. Yes. And I want to do a reaction to a video that is a little different, but it's within the sports world. So I want us to talk about that. And I don't know what else I have coming. Let me know in the comment section, what do y'all want to see me react to? Because I like doing things like that too. I like y'all telling me what y'all want to see me react to, movie-wise, video-wise, anything that I may be interested in. If you kind of watch my reactions and watch the videos for the podcast and things like that, y'all know kind of what I'm looking for or what my interests are. So I'm out later.